All right, sheriffs across the U.S. are taking a stand against politicians' progressive agenda. Together, they launched a group called Protect America Now, and they're on a mission to unite law enforcement and help patriots make their voices heard. Get everybody on the same team. One of the leaders of the group is Pinal County Sheriff Mark Lamb. Sheriff, why was it necessary to form this group?
You know, like a lot of Americans, I was uncomfortable with the direction this country was heading in, and I had a lot of fellow sheriffs that felt the same way. We want to be able to stand up for the rule of law in this country. We want to be able to fight against bad policies and orders like what we're seeing with the immigration stuff, like you guys just talked about. And of course, we've all seen an erosion of our constitutional rights, and we want to be able to take the oath serious that we took, which is to defend and protect the Constitution and things against like Second Amendment, what they're doing now. So we took this very serious, put this organization together, and we're going to stand with the American people to fight against these things.
And you're trying to educate people to know it's not your point of view, it's America's point of view. You don't have anything without law enforcement. You can't revitalize a city or an economy without law enforcement.
You're absolutely right. I mean, that's one of the biggest issues. The rule of law is what defines us from so many other countries that have constitutions and democracies. It's our strength of the rule of law that we've had for so many years that has made America great. And we're watching that deteriorate right in front of our eyes by our own politicians.
Right. It's amazing. The mission of your group is to educate Americans on the role law enforcement plays, build a coalition of patriots, activate the movement in communities across the U.S. After all, your job is to protect us. And it's, for example, the immigration. It's really not a political thing. You just told me you had 45 pursuits at the border of late. Everyone's in danger when that happens. Why is immigration everybody's problem?
Absolutely. And we're not even on the border. We're 60 miles off the border. We've had 45 pursuits in the last 2 months. That is reckless to our communities. But it's everybody's problem because everybody thinks, well, everybody's just going to stay there in Arizona. And that's not the case. Anybody that comes into this country legally, majority of those people travel throughout this country. And like you guys talked about earlier, this is not about immigration anymore. If you care about human rights, like Kamala said, then you should absolutely care about immigration and border security because people's rights are being violated on a daily basis through human trafficking and drug trafficking. And we aim to stop that. And that's why we started Protect America Now. So that the American people know how they can help us, the sheriffs, to protect our communities.
And Sheriff,
they can do that
where it's going to be less people like you who want to wear the badge. And that's what people should understand. If you keep making you guys and you ladies the bad guys, no one's going to want to do it.
Absolutely. And we're seeing that in other states. They're passing terrible laws that are getting rid of qualified immunity for officers. It's hard enough to hire as it is. And these policies and procedures and executive orders and what they're doing is only going to make it harder. The last administration, we saw a real increase and we saw real progress, but now we're just watching that go down the drain in a month. It's crazy.
Yeah, crime doesn't know a party. When you're sitting waiting for a subway and you get thrown on the tracks because you checked your watch, that's an issue. When you're an illegal immigrant comes up and robs your house, they don't care if you're Republican or Democrat, that's an issue. I believe that's part of your mission. Final thought?
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to get people out to protectamericanow.com. We want the American people to join us, sheriffs. We're your last line of defense for freedom. We're going to stand up for the rule of law. We're going to fight against bad things like this immigration. And we're certainly going to protect your constitutional rights. And we hope that you'll stand shoulder to shoulder with us. Go to Protect America Now. Check it out. We need your support. We want to work together.
Yeah, you don't want to wait for the next election. So protectamericanow.com. Hey, thanks, Sheriff. Appreciate you sharing your story.
I appreciate you having me on.
You got it. Absolutely.